everybody. It's Grandma Nancy from the Grand Rapids Area Library. Super excited that you're joining us today. We are going to be doing some fall leaves. And I was thinking about the project over the weekend, checking out the leaves. A lot of them have fallen, but when they're on the ground, you can still see all the beautiful colors that the leaves are. So we're gonna do some blending using oil pastels and have fun. We're gonna make a picture of leaves just falling. They're gonna be all kinds of different directions. It's gonna be a great time. So glad you can join us. Hopefully you've got your kit picked up, and if not, an adult can come down to the Grand Rapids Area Library and pick it up. Let's see what we have for materials today. And we have nice paper. You have 2 sheets. I think you're going to have a really good time with this, and you might want to make a couple of them. So 2 very nice sheets. And then we also have a brand new box of oil pastels. Really great. It's even sealed still. And there are your nice colors. So we have red, yellow, green, blue, white, and black. I need to get this opened. There we go. You might need a grown-up to help you open it. And I'll show you the colors, what they look like. Nice and big. Nice and big. Okay, and here's an example of what we're going to do. We're going to color leaves and then blend the colors together. So when you look at leaves that are changing color in the fall, actually all they're doing is dropping their chlorophyll, the green. That's the food for the leaf. And all these beautiful colors are always there, but the chlorophyll covers them up. So different leaves are different colors. We have some yellows, and we have some reds, we have oranges, we have browns. So we'll be making our own orange, which will be really fun by blending the colors together. Sometimes you see a leaf that still has quite a bit of green on it, but is just starting to turn another color. All right, so if you want to get set up, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so I have to tell you something funny that happened. When I was getting the plastic off here, I accidentally broke the tip of the oil pastel. And remember, that's okay. It just broke right off. So what I did is I took the paper off. I sometimes do that anyway. Eventually, this is gonna wear down and then you'll have paper, but you can just peel the paper back. So I have a broken oil pastel, which is totally fine. So for making the leaves, I want you to just use your imagination. You guys have seen lots of leaves out there. You can make a leaf that looks like an exact leaf, or you can make your own design. And you can see they're going all different directions. A couple of them go right off the paper, which is fun. I'll start, and I'm just going to make my piece while you make yours. So you don't have to do exactly what I do. I'll just be making it, and you can get some ideas. And remember, you'll want to turn your paper and have things go different directions. I'm just going to start with one leaf here. And I'm going to show you too, so for now I want you to watch. I'm going to also show you how we're going to blend these colors, which is my favorite part of using oil pastels. I just have a basic shape, right? I want this to be a little yellow orange. So I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to color the inside of the leaf. Now, if I pick up some of that red and get it in there, it's okay, because when you mix yellow and red, of course, you get orange, right? Okay, so now I colored about half the leaf yellow. I'm gonna do the other half red, because remember, leaves in the fall are often multicolored. And it's so fun to see the design where it transfers from one color to the other color. Okay, so now I look at my leaf, and you can obviously see where the red is and where the yellow is, and I want to blend those. I like to just take my finger, but if you're more comfortable, you can also do the blending with a paper toweling, okay? So I'm pulling in one direction, I'm pulling that red right over the yellow. I pull that, and I'm also doing the outside, so you can see it's getting out there a little bit, but that's okay. It'll be like the leaf's shadow. Isn't that neat? Now you might say, oh, I wish I had a little more yellow. So then you might go in right on top of that and get some yellow. Okay? So I went from red to orange to yellow. I like that. Now I do want to show the veins of this particular leaf, and I also want to outline it. So I'm gonna use black, but you know what? You can see here, I used red. You can use whatever color you want. And then I might pick up a little bit of that color that I pulled out there. So then I'm gonna just make a line coming up, and I'm making these pretty light. And there I have the veins of the leaf. What to do now? Now is when you decide, and you could get if you wanted, a piece of scratch paper to practice leaves on, but I'm not gonna do that because I like to just create them right there. But I wanna turn my paper because remember, my leaves are falling and so are yours. I think I'm going to do, start with green this time. I wanna make my leaves maybe different sizes. So I'm gonna come down, this is gonna be a bigger leaf. And I'm gonna make the veins first this time. Making the veins first. Okay, now I'm going to connect that, and then I'm gonna connect those. I'm just making the outside of the leaf connecting to those veins right now. And you may have done this before. I feel like it should come down more. So I'm gonna make one more set of leaf veins in there. Okay, now this particular one, I want to have green, but I also want to have the yellow. So the green I'll put in later. And I'm just gonna go right up the leaf. You can see that I'm not doing the edge. And I am picking up some of that green, and that's okay. That is totally okay. I want more yellow here. Okay, now I'm gonna do green. I'm gonna color it a little bit lighter than I did the red over there. You can tell, you know, how much you wanna push down. And you can see there's some white showing, but that's okay because with oil pastels, once you blend it in, you get all that white. They're very soft, if you remember, very soft. And a little green here. Oh, I think I'm gonna try. I want some yellow on the edge here too. So I'm gonna put some yellow there. Do you see where I went right over into the yellow? Is that cool? So then you have a yellow-green, right? Okay. So now I'm ready to blend. And again, I like using my finger, but you are welcome to use a paper toweling. And I just move my finger, moving that green into the yellow. Oh, I like that. I can always come back if I want to do it a little more. Now I had a little bit of red on my finger, didn't I? But that's okay. This one I have to go this way into the yellow and then this way into the yellow. This way into the yellow and this way into the yellow. Just moving your finger very lightly, very gently. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go move this down here. Sometimes your finger gets sore. You can take a break. You can turn your paper so it's easier too. I like to turn my paper and then it's easier. And I go there. So, what do you think of that? I think that's great. I'm gonna add a little more yellow. I like this yellow coming in here. Then you can go right on top of that green. I'm gonna go right on top of the green a little bit. I don't want my whole leaf to be the same coloring all the way across. Go right on top. Maybe this edge, maybe this edge, right on top. And then of course, your yellow is gonna have some green there, but that's okay. There. Now you get a little smudgy out here because your hands are covered, but that's okay. So I'm gonna just keep working and you keep working too. Let's see how many leaves I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you want to have a few leaves. If you need to take a break, you could take a break now. I'm going to keep on going and I'm going to turn my paper this way now. You may do what you want if you want to keep going or if you want to take a break, whatever works well for you, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna try to make a sort of a made up leaf because I think those are very fun. And maybe go, it almost looks like a flower, doesn't it? We'll have to make that look more like a leaf. So I really liked the yellow mixing with the red here and making orange. So I'm going to continue that over here too. I'm going to repeat what I did there. Right now, I'm not going to put veins in. I'm going to maybe do black like I did there. Oh, see, I got a little bit of green. Oh, well, that's okay. It's coming off of my oil pastel. So that'll mix in there a little bit. But again, you know how multicolored these leaves are, right? Still has a little bit of green in the leaf. Fun thing about oil pastels is you can color any direction you want and it just smooths all in like that. Look at that. I don't even have to put any red with that. It's coming right from the edge there. And a little more green dropped in. Okay. So now, you probably noticed I colored this whole thing yellow, where last time I left some white before my put my red in, but I'm just experimenting and putting the red over the yellow. You can see it's already making orange, isn't it? I'm just going around some edges and then in a little bit, and it's making a beautiful orange. And maybe up like that. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm going to, I sometimes wipe my finger a little bit if I don't want to get a lot of, I have quite a bit of green on my finger. If I get a little bit of green, I don't care, but I don't want to get a lot this time. And I'll just pull that red down into the leaf, and it's making a beautiful orange. Pull it down into the leaf. Pull it down on the edges. Pull it down. Okay, that's nice, I like it. And I'll make some veins coming up through there. Oh, that looks good. I should show you, I think artwork like this, it's fun to have something going off the page. You see this leaf? You can imagine in your head this is going off the page. You can imagine the rest of the leaf. You see where it goes, right? So we'll try something like that. And let's see, what should I do now? Oh, maybe I'm gonna try a blue. What do you think of that? Now, blue's not necessarily a color that you see in fall leaves, but I'll add some yellow with it, and then we're gonna get a green, okay? So that'll be fun. And plus, a blue leaf, it's okay. We can use our imaginations during this. So I want my leaf, I'm gonna pretend it's coming here, and I'm just gonna make a shape like this. It's coming out from here, and it's gonna join this right there. So that's part of a leaf. You can use your imagination and realize it goes out like that, right? I'm gonna color yellow. We'll see what happens here. I hope you're having fun and that you have lots of great leaves happening, lots of great colors. Okay. Now, I said I was gonna put blue, didn't I? I'm gonna do some blue. You can see right when I'm going on top of that yellow, it's turning to green, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna do something kind of different this time. And I'm gonna put my yellow in here. Put my yellow in here. Now, put a little yellow right on top of this too. I'm going to find a clean finger, which I don't have many of those right now. And I'm going to pull the blue into the yellow. I need to turn my paper to work here. Turn my paper. You know, when I'm looking at this, it almost looks like a bird's head and beak, doesn't it? It really does. In fact, I want to make this a little bit more symmetrical. So I'm going to bring this out. See, you can change the shape of your leaf. You can add. And let's see if that does. Maybe come to a more point. Yeah, that looks more like a leaf. This can be the stem. But it sure looked like a bird there for a bit. I like that. I like seeing things, other things. Now I'm gonna go really lightly. Really lightly, really lightly. All right. Then I think I will make the veins with blue. That's not showing up too well, so I think I'll use black. And I want a very thin line on this leaf, so I'm going really lightly, really gently. And then I'm gonna do the outside too. I want that to be a little bit more defined. And there I have a leaf going on the outside. I feel like I want to do one more. I have a lot of space. I could do even more than one more, but I'm going to do just one more so I can show you how we'll do the background. And I think I'll do it here. So this time, I'm going to make a fern. I did one on over there and it was very fun to do. So I'm gonna make a fern. You can hardly see that yellow. Hardly see that yellow. But I'm doing little leaf and then another one directly across from it. See how I'm going over lightly with green? Lightly with green, lightly with green. I didn't get any yellow on that, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to blend it a little bit, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. Come down on that. And then I'll close these off. I wish I could see yours. I bet they're beautiful. I bet they're absolutely beautiful. All right, so now we have some leaves, and if I were to continue working on this, I think I would add 2 more in here. You know, there's plenty of room, and you want not a lot of white showing. But I think we're working really hard, and you're probably moving along well. I'm going to show you how to do the background. I'm going to pick this blue for my background. You could pick whatever color you want for your background, but I kind of like how the blue and white look. The sky during this time of year is so blue. It's just beautiful blue. You have to take a look at that and see how beautiful blue it is. Not today. Today it's a little gray out there, but hopefully you'll be able to see a nice blue. I'm going to take the side of the oil pastel, and I'm just going really lightly, really lightly. There's so many times when I want you to color right up to the thing, but today I'm just doing a light blue all the way around, and I'm going around my leaves. If you accidentally go over in there, it's totally fine. You pick up some color here from the leaves, but I think that is great because it makes it look like there's a shadow or reflection behind the leaf. A shadow or reflection. Really, really lightly. And again, there's some color brought in, and that's fine. That's part of working with oil pastels. And then I'm, of course, going to get that black. I'm actually going to try to get some black here. I'm going to try. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Do you see that? It's the little shadow behind the leaf. Okay, let's see if we can get that green to do the same. I think we can. I think I can pull some of that green out. I certainly am pulling some of that green out. Then I do short little ones. Yeah, I like it. Get some black here too. And that becomes the shadow back there. Okay? And you don't have to do that, but it's fun. Okay, so now I want it to be a little smoother. So I'm gonna take my white and I'm gonna go over all of that blue. And then if you can you see that? You can see how that white, look at it's doing. Oh, broke it, it's broken, but it's hanging on, so I'm gonna just keep going. This is very fun to do. You have to push a little hard to blend that blue. But look at the difference. See how beautiful that is? I mean, the other is beautiful too, but this looks really great. I'll go right over that green. When you use it flat, you can really get some nice texture going on. And over here. Again, turn your paper. Turn your paper to work, it's good. I am going a little bit into the leaf, not all the way, but I am because I like that look. Your hand's gonna get really tired. So then all you have to do is just take a break and kind of stretch it out. Oh, I'm getting a lot of that red, that's good, I like that. And now, of course, my white has picked up a few colors, so those are also blending in. And then you just look at it and decide if you need to go any more. I'll go down here a little bit. There you go. Nice. So I can tell, now when I'm done, I can tell, oh, I should have had another one here and I should have had another one here. So hopefully you're making, I don't know, let's say I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 or so would be good, depending on their size. If you're making them small, you might want more. If you're making them big, you might want less. So there you go. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. We will see you in November.